What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a couple of days. You know, I've been traveling. I went down south for a boxing fight. We got the victory. So to anyone who watched that, thank you very much for the support. And for the haters who watched that and wanted to see me get knocked out, unlucky. Today we're going to be talking about streamers cheating, right? And how now it's become a little bit of a topic between some of these top streamers. We're talking J-God, Joe, and Rapools and a couple of others. You know, they've been discussing this since recently. A competitive wager player has come out and basically said, listen, I've been using cheats for a while and competing for money. So this is what we've been putting across as a message for a very long time, that when people say, why would they risk their career to cheat in a video game? And the answer from our end has always been because of money. If there's money on the table, people will take that chance. They will take that risk for the reward. It's something people always do. Why would someone rob a shop? Because the reward in their mind outweighs the risk. And with video games having really no backlash other than people cancelling you, right? It's more easy for these people to go and download cheats, cheat in a game, and feel okay with doing that. Because all they've got to do after earning thousands of dollars or pounds is delete everything offline and move away. They've made their money, they've cashed in, and there's nothing really legally binding that states they go to jail for doing that. Let's go and crack on with this video anyway. Okay, so what's good about this clip is we're not only getting to see somebody admitting to using cheats, but they're talking about something else that's been going on for a very long time, and that is the other streamers who don't use cheats themselves but will purchase cheats for their teammates to help them out quite a bit. Imagine you're in a wager game, 2v2 wager, right? And you pay for your teammate to have aimbot and wall hacks. Yeah? They're going to carry you through that wager. You still get half the money. So it is a business transaction, and you are cheating through buying cheats for somebody else on your team, right? But this goes into a bit of detail now. Names will be dropped, so listen carefully.
I did it because I needed the bread. And then as soon as I was able to get a couple dollars to my name.
Did Solidify ever hack?
Nah, he never used it. He just made people use it for him.
He literally bought people cheats. That's funny.
Yeah. And then we got into So look, this is how I stopped being cool with him. We were playing Claptic and Troy Shiesty. So basically it was a 2v2 Warzone channel.
The clap get hacked.
I mean they said never dancing. I mean, on this, I've played with the kid. I don't think he's hacked on this game, but I don't know about his past, so I can't say shit. But this game, I don't think he's hacked. He's pretty good. But either way, I mean, he's good when he wants to be good. Anyways, I don't care. But we played him. I wasn't gonna respond to Claptic because this is the time when everyone thought he was sus. So I wasn't gonna respond to him. I tweeted for Chow, and then they replied, and they still replied how much, blah blah. So we played them. I was walling, and I matched or outfrag Claptic, which is like 20 plus, and Troy and Solidify got outfragged by Troy Shiesty by 4 kills. So like he had 12 while Troy Shiesty had like 15, 16, and then he got mad at me. He was like, "Oh, you want to play cheaters? You want to play this and that?" I'm like, "Dog, you're the one that replied to him." So when I start, talking back and speaking my shit, not not letting him be weird, he just started saying like a whole lot of shit, this and that, and then I just started talking. We started talking shit to each other, and then he PC checked Claptic, and then he just muted me and shit, and then he blocked me on Twitter. And he was weird as because I can't say anything because I never played or seen her, watched her, but I was like, I had it on a Caldera versus him, and it was being Soli versus him and someone in a Chow, and I died, and I was following him, and there was no shots, no nothing, no info, nothing. I was just following right behind him, just trying to see maybe if I could catch him, and he literally landed on a team's head without any info, no shots, none. I mean, he's on 1440p, but still, like, these kids were just like, he should have never known they were there.
Yeah.
So after that, I just knew he was cheating.
Does he still play?
Yeah, he still plays and shit.
So it's safe to say that what we've been saying for the whole duration of the last 3 years is true. These guys are willing to cheat because there is money at the end of it. If there are Warzone tournaments offering $250,000, which there have been in the past, people will cheat. If people playing wages for like $2, $5, $10, $100, whatever, are willing to cheat for that money, you've got to believe that these top streamers are willing to download cheats and have people cheat for them in big $250,000 tournaments, even a $5,000 or $10,000 tournament. Because at the end of the day, the reward is worth more than the risk to these guys, because there is no backlash that comes from cheating in a video game. Majority of the large streamers are at a point now where they have a solid foundation, a solid fan base, to the point where maybe 50% or more would still support them, even if they admitted to cheating. Well, at least he held his hands up. At least he admitted to it, right? And we're going to get into that a little bit more now. So talking about people still supporting their favourite streamer, even if they came out and admitted it, we're going to be listening now to Grandmaster Godge speaking with J God, Rapools and Joe. Just take a listen to what Godge has to say about this guy that we've just been speaking about, who's been caught cheating or admitted to cheating.
And totally justified. I think there's a lot of people that can probably identify with what he was saying of like, man, I've been in really bad spots and sometimes I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep moving. Doesn't make what he did right. And, you know, I'm such a big Warzone head and want Warzone competitive to go so far that I'm split brain. I'm like, I feel for you, kid, but at the same time, like, we got to get every single person like you out of the scene ASAP.
So it shouldn't even be a 50-50. You shouldn't even have that divide in your mind when somebody's cheating in a video game for money. They are ruining the tournaments and the wager games for everyone else who's trying their damn hardest, playing legitimately. And Grandmaster Godge there, somebody who's highly involved with a lot of tournaments that go on and stuff, right? Codcasting and things like that. And he's saying that there's that divide. He sort of feels for the guy, you know, you're going to make money, times are hard. But at the same time, you shouldn't be cheating in video games, right? But that shouldn't even be the thing, right? So it's like, do you feel sorry if somebody goes and holds a shop up at gunpoint? Because, hey, listen, they're skint, they've got no money, times are hard, they need to put food on their family's table, so they go and hold up a shop, gunpoint, get the money out the cash register, right? Do you go, I kind of feel for you, man, you know, times are hard? You wouldn't, because it's theft. You know, it's obviously weapons and stuff involved, but like, you just wouldn't, because it's a criminal offence. So if you take the context away of what's actually occurring and just use the whole it's wrong versus doing the right thing, you should never feel sorry for the person choosing to do the wrong thing. There are so many options out there to do things the right way and still make that bread. Yeah, go and get a job, mate. Put the controller down and go and get a normal 9-to-5 job. If times are that hard, get a job and work. It's that easy. You don't need to download cheats, right? If you haven't made it as a gamer, right, then you can continue to do that on top of your job if you're really that committed to it. But instead, no, they want to download cheats because it was never, ever about, times are hard, I need to do this. That's just the excuse they're going to use. And with people like Grandmaster Godge and Joe and Rapools and J God talking about it in that light, that will be the excuse we hear quite often from some of these streamers when they do get caught. I'm so sorry, man, times were hard. I needed to put food on the table for my family, and get a grip, man.
Because otherwise, there is no future for Warzone in a competitive standpoint, ever. Especially when you've got people cheating for a long time and their main account's not even getting banned.
That's crazy.
Wild.
That was, he said he cheated. I don't know how many, over the course of how many.
So now they're talking about accounts being, you know, main accounts not getting banned with cheats running on them for so long. Now there are multiple providers out there who get detected all the damn time. Everyone knows about them, right? I'm not going to talk about them every time I mention them. People are in the comments going, oh my God, promoting them again. So you guys already know who gets detected. We've seen multiple ban waves across the course of a few years, right? And they all seem to be tied to like 2 or 3 providers. But there are hundreds, if not thousands, of cheap providers just for Warzone, just for Call of Duty games. And if you only use certain features of those cheats, you will not get banned at all. And there are people who've been cheating since day one of Warzone 1 who are still now on that same account using the same cheats, and they've never had a shadow ban or a permaban, because that's how it is. So these guys all acting shocked now, like it's like just come to fruition that, oh my god, people are cheating and getting away with it and not getting banned. Like, we've been telling you guys this for a very long time, right? But hey, listen, the message is being put across now. So that is actually really good to see that these guys are now talking about it. They're 3 years too late, but they're talking about it.
Months. He also said he cheated in Warzone 2, right? Like,
Right.
That's crazy.
You know, I asked him to DM me the cheat provider. I think he will. I've already had 3 or 4 people already DM me what it is, and apparently it's something that isn't detectable by Ricochet from most people's perspective. So like, obviously we can send that over to whoever's in charge to see if they can do something about it. But like, they're not, you know, that's not the only provider that can probably avoid things, and it's a learning system too. It's like, hey, it's gonna take a while for it to catch up, and then once it finally does catch on to a process, it.
So he's talking about the AI side of Ricochet anti-cheat and how it's meant to be learning from things and adapting and so on. It's too slow, and every time it learns something and adapts, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for that cheat provider to bypass whatever's been adapted on the anti-cheat side. You have to remember, if these guys are willing to sell, you know, cheats for a game, which sort of break the game's files and allow you to do things you shouldn't, they're willing to cut corners. Whereas when it comes to a large corporation, a large multi-billion-dollar AAA gaming company like Activision, they have to do things by the books the correct way. So that always takes longer. So they will always be behind the cheat providers. But there are so many cheat providers who still to this day have never been detected. I kind of hate the fact that these guys are only just talking about it, but I'm also made up that it's becoming a conversation through some top streamers and people who've been highly involved in the Call of Duty scene for some time. So let's see where it goes, or let's see if it gets brushed under the carpet. One thing's for sure, we won't take our foot off the gas. We've been talking about this for years, we're going to continue talking about it. If you want the news first and you want it a couple of years earlier, here we are. Subscribe to this channel, guys, hit that notification bell, because we tell it how it is. And if you did enjoy the video, smash that thumbs up for me. And guys, thank you everyone who supported me throughout my fight on the weekend. As you can tell, I've got a little bit of a sore throat. And hopefully I've recovered a little bit quicker than what I'm expecting, and we can get more videos out ASAP. Got plenty to go through. Thank you everyone who's reached out to me on Twitter and stuff with information on streamers. I'm getting through them slowly today. And guys, one last thing before we go. Do you ever feel like life is just too overwhelming? That your anxiety is holding you back from being your best self? Introducing Supreme CBD, the all-natural CBD solution to help you find your balance. With Supreme CBD, you can experience the benefits of CBD without the psychoactive effects of THC. Supreme CBD's formula is designed to help you reduce stress and anxiety, improve focus, and promote overall wellness. And the best part, Supreme CBD is made with only the highest quality organic ingredients, so you can feel confident in what you're putting into your body. It's time to take control of your life and find your balance with Supreme CBD. You can order now and experience the difference for yourself. And don't forget to use code BBB40 at checkout for 40% off.